Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. But before that, your key to the week is the Devil card, right? So this is one of those ones that does inspire a little bit of fear in people when they see it, because they're like, oh, okay, looks a bit intense. And sometimes it really can be. The thing you need to know about the Devil card, what it's offering you this week is to understand some of the ways that certain choices or decisions or actions of yours have come about, right? What the results have been. And with this card, it always asks you to look at some of the deeper, not necessarily the deeper results, but some of the deeper understandings of the results of your actions or your choices. Now, it's also about what you're tied to, right? What you believe or what you unconsciously believe that you are tied to or under in some way, shape or form. This could be a week where you're really being asked to free yourself of something, and it will be a week where you're asked to pay attention to your thoughts. Where is it that you are feeding into this idea or this experience that you're still having, or, you know, is kind of popping up or cropping up consistently? So for your actions and your options, you have the Seven of Wands, right? So this week it's going to be really like, you might have a bit of an internal battle going on. It might, you know, you may very well see that you're kind of going round in circles on a specific thing. Maybe there's some aspect of you that is fighting yourself. You know, there might be a part of your life where you kind of, maybe you keep having the same experience. Maybe the same type of person keeps showing up, or the same kind of, you know, experience keeps happening. And this week it is going to highlight to you where it is that you might be fighting yourself, or where it is that maybe you're chasing your own tail. And the thing is, your actions, this is about what you do, right? So this is about you wanting to get to the bottom of it, but maybe needing to change your approach. Maybe already coming from the viewpoint that you're already in the right, or maybe you've already done enough. This could be as well where you are convincing yourself that the fight or the battle ahead of you is a bit more than it actually is. So looking underneath that to say to yourself, right, okay, am I making a mountain out of a molehill here? And that's not saying that you are, but it's, you know, in the way that it's showing up, it's asking you to really consider if that is a possibility, and if it is partially you feeding into the experience that you're having. For your communications and conversations, you have the Moon card, right? So this looks like a week where there could be a lot of confusion abounds, right? Now, that's not to, well, yeah, okay, because your Moon card, yes, it's your past and all the rest of it, but sometimes it is that confusion where you're not necessarily seeing something as clear as you could, or maybe you're not being as objective as you can, which is definitely possible because you've got the Horned One there, or the Devil card, kind of permeating the whole week. And this really does look like, you know, especially when it comes to your conversations, this week there might be some sort of misunderstanding that comes up for you, and it's really important that you find a way to look at things exactly as they are. And also, if there is something that somebody says to you that really gets under your skin or niggles you, maybe it really kind of puts you on the front foot because you think, no, hang on a sec, I'm not having that, and you kind of go in at it all kind of guns blazing, it may very well be that you need to, this would be a really good week for you to check in. You know, you said this and this is how it came across. Is that actually what you meant, or, you know, is there something else to it? This could be a week where misunderstandings really do abound, and it just could be because of a real misunderstanding or maybe a misinterpretation. So this is going to be a week where, when it comes to your communications, it's really important to do that whole thing of delving into the communication and picking apart what somebody's actually saying to you, because you might be a bit defensive this week. It's definitely a possibility with these cards. So just take a moment to really consider what somebody is actually saying to you. And if you feel like there is subtext there, ask the question rather than just assuming, because otherwise it's it will probably escalate into more than it needs to be. For your money and materials, money looks good. You've got the Three of Cups, right? This is lovely. There may be some sort of old invite, not necessarily an old invite actually. There might be some chance to reunite with somebody that you used to make money with, somebody that you've collaborated with in the past. This could lead you down a really good avenue. It could be, you know, something that brings in a lot of good revenue for you. But the thing that you need to consider with the Three of Cups as well, it is very often about the good time, because this is coupled with the Moon card. This could be a week where, you know, as quick as it comes in is as fast as it goes out, because there's this part of you that's like, you know what, everything's intense right now, so I'm going to do whatever I can to make myself feel better. And with the Three of Cups and the Moon card together, that could be, you know, some heavy drinking, maybe some sort of partying. Obviously we've got the lockdown going on, so, you know, in some way, shape or form it's going to be restricted, but this is just a week for you to really consider. If you don't actually need it, or it's not something you would particularly usually spend money on, just keep that in mind. When it comes to making money though, there could be somebody coming back in. One thing I will say to you, just with the other cards that are present, consider you know, percentages when it comes to money, swapping money, changing money, all of that sort of stuff. Just be on the lookout for, you know, for making sure that that's kind of all above board, so to speak. In terms of the home and environment, it looks good. There's a very good energy that's pervading through the home at the moment. Lots of enjoyment, lots of fun times, you know, lots of just laughter and mirth, really. And then for your personal health, this is something that you might want to look at, right? So Seven of Wands, in terms of the physical body or the health, that's the immune system. The Moon card is the past. A Three of Cups, this is a reunion, right? So one thing that you might want to focus on this week is really, if you've got like a chronic condition or something that is reoccurring, this could be a week where you could really get to the bottom of what it is. But it is going to take it's going to take you having to go back into it. And also, remember what I said about the Devil card. You're going to need to ask the question here, am I feeding into this? Like, is this happening because I'm projecting it outwards? Or is it happening because, you know, it's an underlying actual physiological thing? Yeah. For your love and relations, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So for those of you that are single, if I'm honest, it does look like, especially those of you that are just meeting somebody new, or just maybe not even reconnecting with somebody new, although that is a possibility here for those, you know, this could be a family member, it could be a potential partner, maybe it's an ex-partner that comes in. This does look like somebody may be asking you for money this week, or, you know, maybe hitting you up for a cash injection. Just be really wary of that, especially if it's a loan, because the chances are you're not going to get it back, certainly not in the time frame that you would hope for. Now, for those of you that are partnered, this is actually really nice, because it looks like a boost to your collective finances. You know, the Six of Pentacles can often see us gaining support of somebody. Maybe somebody's assisting us, maybe somebody's granting us or gifting us with something, and it looks like your partnership's finances are actually blessed, which is really nice. It's just a good week for those of you that are partnered. I really like this. Now, with the Moon card here, right above your Six of Pentacles, one thing that I will say is, when it comes to past plans that you and your partner may have, maybe you've shelved these past plans, this could be a week where they come up for review. If you're feeling particularly emotional when this conversation comes up, this week I would probably think, maybe just say to your partner, do you know what, can we talk about this at another time? I'm not really in that right frame of mind. But the relationship itself looks really good. It's very strong. Lots of laughter here, lots of enjoyment coming through, which is really nice. Yeah, it feels like an interesting week this week, but I really do feel like, on a personal level, pay attention to your thoughts and really pay attention to your own energy, what it does, you know, how it feels, and you know, kind of just keep an eye on it. With that said, I hope this helps you. I hope it supports you in some way, shape or form going forward. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.